Alright, this is Andrew with Geraldo Home Inspections. We're doing a sewer scope today here in Layton. We're at 383 Cold Creek Way. We have the camera pushed out 90 feet to the city connection. That was that main line that you can see on the screen. That's the city line. And that first connection point is called the nose on. I did run some water. The cellar does have the water off to the house, but I flushed the toilet just to confirm that this is the sewer lateral and not a storm drain. And so I didn't run as much water as I typically would, but I was able to run enough water to at least check for any big bellies. Fair amount of buildup through here. Which for a plastic line of this age, I would say is a little bit on the heavier side. I don't know that I'd go as far as to say it's excessive, but maybe enough that you'd consider having it cleaned out. When you have buildup like that, waste can get stuck, and that can lead to a blockage or a backup. And so I would consider having this line jetted out. That'd make it nice and clean. I'd be interested how a couple of those areas looked once they were cleaned out and you ran water, if they were holding any water. They don't appear to be holding water now, but it's a little tough when you have that much buildup to know if it does have proper grade or whether that's at all affected by the buildup in the line. Sometimes you'll get a little bit of a belly, and then the buildup kind of gets a little channel through it, and it seems to drain. Sometimes better or worse, instead of just pooling in one spot. A plastic line going all the way out so far. Now we're coming back up the sewer access. I didn't find a good access point in the basement. I think with this age of a house, you certainly had them in the past, but they probably got covered by drywall. So we're coming back up 10 feet. So I think we started, I think it was 95 feet or something like that. And we're out of the clean out there, so it's probably more like 85 feet out. What I was saying though is that you don't have a proper access point in the basement. Normally I would always try to access the line from the basement clean out. That way we can see the condition of the line where it's buried in the basement as well. Here, with them being covered or not present, I wasn't able to scope from down in the basement. I did have to go from outside. The other thing I'd recommend is this clean out is shoved up underneath the overhang, so kind of behind this plant here, it's stubbed up real high. I would cut that line down closer to the ground. That way you can access the line a lot easier. I mean, it also might look a little better to not have that stubbed up right underneath that window like that. But overall the line looked decent. Fair amount of buildup, so I would recommend having it cleaned and then evaluate it again once it's nice and clean. I'm going to end this recording now.